Good morning everybody, Jeff from Goldfish with Ghost Aquariums. Sorry about the start of the video. I broke my tripod, so I've got to go a little bit old school. So I tried to have a look, and I don't reckon I've posted an update for quite a number of weeks. I've done a couple of little ones and some shorts and stuff like that, but a few different little things have happened. A few little upgrades, not a lot on the upgrades, a few babies being born, a few babies growing up. So I'm going to get that camera and go for a walk around. Now, it's probably going to be a little bit of a long one, so I know you enjoy the longer ones. And what I'll do is I'll actually take you to the outside growing out area too, and show you a little bit of an upgrade there, and some babies growing up, and some stuff like that. Alright, so without further ado, I'll grab that and we'll get going. Yeah, righto. There's probably not a lot to report on the front of, like, with the swordtails and the danios and the peppers. I mean, I've got some young pepper babies in here, so they're still putting out some eggs. Starting to get a bit cold. Peppers don't mind the cold, and I find mine keep spawning anyway most of the time. They just go in that mop. Rosy barbs, never bred a lot of them this year by design, because I bred literally hundreds of them and moved on. These will probably end up out in the ponds outside, and I'll be doing something else with this tank. Not sure. There's some bronze in there, and there's some white cloud minnows. Still not a lot of luck this year with my ranchu, so this season's gone. So I may just have to put a bit more time into these. A few more bloodworms next season. Extra water changes. There's some calicos, there's some black ones in there, there's some orange ones. We call it orange red, whatever you want to call it. In the goldfish game they call orange bloody red. So this is my own line once again. I've showed you before, this is a cross between the red-tailed gold snakeskin and some 24 karat girls. So they've turned out pretty, the males have turned out very much like the red-tailed snakeskin dads, but without the snakeskin pattern on their body. So yeah, I'm just going to let them breed over each other and see what happens. Some nice super red growing out there. I'll be putting them in a better tank later. There's 7 or 8 in there. Oh. There's a pleco out, the bristle nose. I get in trouble with people. I mean, you can clearly see that they're bristle nose, and it is a bristle nose pleco, and people jump up and down. I watch all the forums. Anybody says pleco, they all jump on and say bristle nose, bristle nose. We understand that. There is peppers in here. I mean, peppermints. The big colony of guppies was sold out of here. Something else is going to go in there. I really am thinking about black rams, really am, so we'll wait and see. I need to get some bristle nose for the bottom of here. 24 karat gold's going great. I'm slowly adding some sand into these tanks. This is a coarse sand from Bunnings. I'm going to get I've got the play sand here to go in there. And we're going down here. Next year, I'm expecting next season later on this year, the rosy barb, golden rosy barb should kick into gear and breed. Haven't had much luck with the white cloud minnows. I think they just eat each other's egg. I think I'm just doing too much and can't concentrate on enough. There's some albinos in here, coricats, and there's my Ryukins. I've bred a few of them this year. Got some selected out up in the other tank. I'll show you on the way through. Love that. It's a calico but like a slate grey. It's outstanding. Really long fin, beautiful. Moving into the next one. There's me marble bristle nose with some literally hundreds of green shrimp. If you live in this area, going for $1 green shrimp, hit me up. Stare boys. Long fin bristle nose. There is a in there somewhere, and I want to get more of them. I reckon they're great little critters. Hillstream loach. There's only one in there. I need to get some more. There's some orange-eyed blue tiger shrimp in there too, nearly ready to be sold. There's the Bosmanai babies, rainbow fish. Becoming very popular in America, I've noticed on some of the YouTube videos, the Bosmanai. Rainbow fish in general, actually, very popular. And I talked to my Queensland friends and they go, how many do you want? We'll go out and get them for you. Julie eyes, they spawned a bit. Still waiting for me king tiger plecos to spawn. There's 4 in there. One keeps sitting in the cave constantly, so they've got to be over 2 years old now. My albinos having a bit of lunch. There's the red-tailed gold snakes here. So you can see by the pattern that the snake skin on them, and you can see by the one over there, it's drowned it out and I've lost the snake skin side of it. There's some mutt guppies in there. Were blue dream, but they are very poor quality. So big colony of common bristlenose plecos. And there's my Bosmanai rainbow fish in there. There's one female paradise fish, rummy nose, hundreds and hundreds of snakes, and back in there somewhere, they don't come out all the time, they are in there, trust me, Adolphi little cats, but they are in there. And there's my crimson rainbow, and there's a couple of crimson rainbow babies. Back there is big female empire gudgeon and a male empire gudgeon. Some pandas. Yeah, so they're coming along nice. I suspect the longer I have them, the better they'll be. And there is some little Corridoro babies in here, but I lost control. I can't remember if they're Julie eyes or they're peppers. I'm going to have to wait till they grow up. Too much happening. Paradise fish pair. They have spawned a couple times, but they've ate their babies before I've been quick enough. Still working at the moment, so it's a little bit hard. And with having a crook back, I have that many appointments nowadays. But that's a beautiful female there with the male. Definitely a breeding pair because I've seen some babies, just not been quick enough. And I can't take you right in there, but there's a nice big colony of cherry blacks. Some nice plants, peace lilies that I've replanted. Down in here, trust me, you're probably not going to be able to see them, but there's some platinum babies, rice fish. Most things have been emptied out of these tubs and sold off now. I think I'm going to strip this down, and don't know what I'm going to do there. I might put it all back, but it's starting to collapse a bit, so I'm going to have to fix it up. So plants are flying along. Look at that. They love being in here. This is with the big, huge, I must get sick of saying sorry about the glare, but it's just having a big fish shed, that's what you get. And I apologise. So yeah, you can see the plants up here too, they're starting to fly along. I've talked about the difference growing plants here compared to our Queensland friends, where they get that humidity, and the plants go berserk in the humidity. They love that moisture in the air. But some of these are coming along quite nicely. And the big black moors, everything's pretty well stopped breeding. Look, the water's only 16 degrees there now. I did pick up a spawn from these about 3 weeks ago, and the babies were there. I got probably a couple of hundred or more babies from these red cap Arandas. I put them in there and they were just playing around chasing. I thought I'll give it a go, and lo and behold, yeah, they spawned. There is panda cories and pepper cory babies all in here, been emptied out. A lot of the stuff this time of year gets emptied out ready for, they either go out into the grow out areas or end up waiting for next breeding season to come along. These are heaps of babies, fancy fish, and I can't get them out because they're back there. I don't know if you can see them, but I've got two beautiful. There's a tricolour and a panda oranda in there, bloody beautiful. Be nice when I get them to spawn. We've got a heap of in there, little bristlenose marble bristlenose. Now I thought I'd lost them because I thought I took them out too early and they still had the sack on them, but that's a few days ago now and they've seemed to survive. A couple of Ryukins I've kept for myself. They will go into main population soon. That's an oranda, a black moor that I've selected for myself, and that will go in with the main colony there. And looks like they've all run and hid, but there's a couple of hundred of about 3 to 5 centimetre common bristlenose. So let's wander around the other side. Now this time of year there's no real breeding action. Have a look at that plant and those ones. They love the environment. Big lights on the roof coming down, there we go, and they reach up to them, love it. And so do all these other plants. So there's some beautiful fancy fish in there. Those mops are in there, they just play around and they're not breeding this time of year. So I haven't separated them at the moment. I separate them into their relative breeds like yumbows and butterfly telescope. I separate them and they'll go in these other tanks here, which are a little bit down at the moment. I've cleaned them out and I haven't put them back in there yet. Another lot of beautiful fancy goldfish. And those that haven't seen my other videos, please go back, subscribe and go back over some. But it goes down there with a swell filter into my biofilter sump and returns back through all the system, and it runs off a huge big battery bank. So if I run out of power, it just keeps going. Alright. Little bit of scaping in here, not a lot. I'm not into it because I normally breed for profit, do a few videos and give away the odd fish, but normally I make a little bit of a quid out of it. But there's swordtails, bristlenose as in marbles in there, there's yellow shrimp in there, there's one right there, and I've got some little cory cats I might drop in there, some babies later too. Now this lot is now I've split it into 3. That's a heap of fry from the red cap orandas. Now there's probably 100 or so in there. These ones in here, there's more fry in here. I can't tell you which ones they come from. I've lost bloody control what's going on. There'd be another 100 red cap babies in here as well. Down here there's some swordtail babies and some goldfish babies. Same in here, swordtail babies and goldfish babies. Right, this is my rack. Was a shrimp rack only, but I just thought I'd put some extra like Java moss and all that in there, and what I've done is I'm going to get some guppy lines, which I've already started. Now I'm unsure about this one there. That guppy there coming in a little bit bad state with its female friend, and I can't remember the name of it, but it doesn't look like on the packet. I'm just going to let it go and see how it turns out. This is a black lace. Oh, by the way, there's and the golden yellow shrimp are in here too. What do we got here? We've got black lace metal snakeskin and cherry black shrimp in there. They'll be hiding away. Red platinum Dumbo ear. Now the female died for that. I have ordered another one. Beautiful. I love the ivory. Little blue ivories. Beautiful. Orange-eyed blue tiger shrimp in there too. You might be able to just see them. There you go. Crystal red shrimp living in harmony with the blue ivory. Got red ivories coming this week. Now look at this. This is a stunner. He's a Jesus, a yellow tiger, I think. King yellow tiger or something like that. I haven't got the names out yet. The female's in there somewhere. He's a beauty. With the crystal blacks. But the only trouble is I have not seen the female this morning. Whether she's having babies and hiding, that'd be good, but I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm going to have to invest a little bit of time in looking. I sold off my colony of blue muskell, but I kept a couple back for myself, and they've restarted again. This is waiting for new ones. There isn't any shrimp in this one. This is cherry reds in here. Waiting for some, the red ivory might go in there. And then we've got the two, I've got some 24 carat ones in here and red tail gold snakeskin. Even though they're very light at the moment, they will colour up. I'm going to start 2 more colonies from the ones that were over in the big tanks. This is orange shrimp. And down in here we have, which is bloody hard to see, we have yellow shrimp. In here we have blue dream and a heap of guppies that are across at the moment. Focus, you bugger. And then we have some crystal red shrimp and a colony of ones that I've started, and I like the, geez, I wish I could get a better look. The males are actually turning out quite nice. See if I can hold it there for a and see if it will focus up here. Really nice, like a black and red. But that's a cross that I'm working on, and we got crystal blacks down there. So yes, once again it all runs off the big one big air pump. Even the air to here all runs off of that. Alright, so I will take you for a walk now outside, seeing we're doing a full one. Hope you all stick around. Now, there's one there, black Madaka. They're going down a little bit deeper now because of the weather's cooling off. Tiger Madaka. And there is some bristle nose in the bottom of these two marbles in there, and common bristle nose in there. These are my platinums. I have got babies off of these this year. Platinums. Love that plant. It's called Nadu. I think it's native to Australia. You'd have to look it up, unsure. And then there's the orange Madaka or rice fish, which, well, there's a little baby there. That looks like a little baby goldfish. Trouble is I use nets and mops and move things around all the time, and you can never bloody tell what's on them half the time. So out here I don't run air. I just let the plants do the cleaning, and you can see that Nadu seems to do a lot better. And I've dropped a bit of Nadu in this one, and it's already starting to clear up the green water. Loves eating the green water. All right. Let's have a walk. Let's go and turn off the hose for starters. I mean, the orange tree needs a bit of water, probably not that much water. This is what you call live camera work. Right, this is the outside area. I only use, which is inside there, one air pump, and it does everything out here. There's some long fin danios in here. There's some platies in here. There's Now there's two lots of swordtails, one's orange and one's, you can see the swordtail babies down here, and one's tuxedos, but we'll have to wait they grow up and see. There's some more babies from the red caps, if you can believe, out here, loads and loads of them in there. They're too hard to see. My mate Scotty, which we'll have to do a little visit to his house one day. Oh, he gave me some like a heap of couple of scoops of my darker rice fish, and they were just a bit into bread, but we're going to wait and see what we get out of them. But trust me, they're in there, a dozen or more. And there's some baby fancy goldfish all zimming around. And we got some nardoo out here, we got some poppy plants, some hornsworth, we got some lettuce that I got off of Scotty as well, and there's a some of that stuff, frog bit. Some vow I'm trying to get growing in these, ready for summer. You get these growing as best you can through winter and spring, and then it gives great protection in summer. So we have now the grow out areas for all the baby goldfish. When I talk goldfish, I'm only talking in fancy goldfish. I have to turn that pump off very shortly. And there's some more in here. In here is all your muck guppies. There's some yo-yo loach in there. There's some bristlenose plecos in there. In here, a heap of swordtails. A cross between platies and swordtails in here. Very interesting fish. They're not as big as swordtails. They're like a platy size, but with a sword on it. It's very interesting. There's heaps of babies in here. Loads of babies in here. Because there's a bit of green water, I can't really show you. And there's babies all in here. Trust me, they're all in there. These are your comets and single tail fish, and that's the only single tail fish I got. There's fantails in there, and there's black moors in there. Sorry I can't show it to you when it's coloured up like this, the water, but yeah, so, although I suppose after time you do a little bit of this, they get excited and think they're going to get fed, and they just appear out of nowhere sometimes. There is an axolotl in the bottom of there, my granddaughter's axolotl. It's hiding down the bottom in there. There is some nice sized goldfish I'm going to have to get out soon. Well, there's the cross between the platies zipping around in there. Alright, that's the outside area. So, yeah, hope you watched the video as long as you can. And that's a pretty well full update of what's been going on. I do have some more guppies coming this week, so please do. I'm going to have to get them I might do a shorts video or whatever. Geez, I really like you to see these two crosses there. If we get too close, I lose too much glare, but I'm starting to get some beautiful colours come out in these two crosses. I don't know if I can see there. Look at that. Now that's between a female 24 karat gold, I reckon, and a blue musco. And have a look at that. The males are stunning, blue and gold. Yeah, and then we've got these ones here. I'm going to let them go for a while, get them out and do a real selection of them, and then probably sell the rest or take them out to the mutt area. So look, thanks for listening to me waffle on, but please do subscribe, comment, share. Let me know what you think of my setup. Send me some pictures of yours. Tell me where I'm going wrong. Tell me where you're going right. Or tell me if you're going wrong with something. I might be able to help you. But this is Jeff from Goldfish with Ghost Aquariums. I want to say goodbye for a little while, and I'll bring an update to you again shortly. See you later.